Welcome to our Habit Tracker Google Sheet instruction video. If you have not purchased the sheet, you can find the purchase link in the description below. The Habit Tracker comes with 3 sheets. First, we have the Help sheet where you will find detailed instructions on how to use the sheet effectively. Next, we have the Customize sheet where you can enter all your daily, weekly, and monthly habits to track. Finally, we have the Month sheet. Here you will track all your habits and see the progress. It's good practice to duplicate the Google Sheet before you begin working on it. This way, you'll have a backup in case anything goes wrong or if you want to start fresh later. To create a copy of the Google Sheet, first, click on the File menu. Then, choose the Make a Copy option from the drop-down menu. A dialog box will appear prompting you to give a name to your copy. Enter a name and click the Make a Copy button. This will create a duplicate of the template with the name you provided. Let's see each sheet in detail. The Home sheet contains instructions to follow while using the sheet, details about each sheet, and recommendations. In the Customize sheet, you can define your daily, monthly, and weekly habits. The habits defined in the sheet are automatically populated in the monthly sheet. To define a daily habit, go to the Daily Habits section of the sheet and double-click on an empty cell. Enter your habit here. You can define up to 30 daily habits in the sheet. For demo purposes, I have copied a few daily habits. Similarly, you can define weekly and monthly habits. For demo purposes, I have copied a few habits in both the weekly and monthly habit sections of the sheet. Moving on to the Month sheet. The Month sheet can be used to track habits for a month. So if you want to use the sheet for more than 1 month, you can duplicate the sheet before using it. To duplicate the sheet, click the right mouse button on the sheet, and a menu will open, then you can select the Duplicate menu option. This will create a duplicate sheet. You can rename the sheet with the name of the month for which you want to use the sheet. For example, if you want to use the sheet for May 2024, you can rename it to May 2024. To rename a sheet, click the right mouse button on the sheet, and the menu will open. Select the Rename option and rename the sheet to May 2024. You can follow the same steps for future months also. Before using the sheet, we must set the month for the sheet so that the days displayed in the sheet are updated accordingly. To change the month of the sheet, go to the top left corner of the sheet and select the month. In our case, it is May 2024. The sheet will update based on the month and year selected. The sheet is divided into 4 parts. At the top of the sheet, there's a simple dashboard. Below that, there's a section for tracking daily habits. Then, there's a section for tracking weekly habits, and finally, there's a section for tracking monthly habits. In the Daily Habits section, the habits defined in the Customize sheet are automatically copied into the Daily Habits column. If you want to add a new habit for a month, you can go to the bottom of the section and add it there. After that, there's a column where you can set goals for each habit. You can decide how many days you want to complete a habit. For example, if you want to exercise 5 days a week, you can set the goal as 20 days. By default, the goal is set based on the number of days in the chosen month. Then, there are sections to track our habits. For each habit, there's a checkbox for each day. When you complete a habit, you can click on the checkbox for that day. For the demo purpose, let me make entries randomly. On the right side of this section, you'll see how well each habit is doing compared to its goal. Now, let's talk about the Weekly Habits section. The habits you put in the Customize sheet will show up here automatically. For each habit, there are checkboxes for every week. When you finish a habit, just click the checkbox next to it to show it's done. At the bottom of the sheet, there's a part for tracking monthly habits. The habits you set up in Customize are also shown here. Again, there are checkboxes for each habit. When you finish a habit for the month, click the checkbox next to it. Finally, let's check out the dashboard part. At the top, there's a line graph that shows how your habits are going each day. This graph helps you see quickly how you're doing throughout the month. Next, there's a pie chart that shows what percentage of habits you've finished. Below that, there's a bar chart that shows how many habits you complete each day. Below that chart, we have details of the number of total habits and total number of completed habits on a daily basis. On the right side, there's a list of your top completed habits. We hope this video helps you make the most of the sheet. Thank you for watching the video.